Turn the mics on, let the games begin. We're diving deep, it's where I've always been. Got the stats laid out, knowledge on tap. It's the press box, baby, we're making it rap. From the field to the court, we cover it all. When the whistle blows, hear the players call. Voices raised high with opinions that rock. In this hard rock world, we're smashing the clock. Welcome to the press box. Let's raise some hell. We're rocking every story. Come and hear us tell. With passion and fury, we light up the night. This hard rock anthem, it feels so right.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of the Press Box. Brian Carson here with my co-host Kenny Varner. Kenny V, how's it going?
It's going great. It's great to be back and being on the air after missing last week. Totally great to be hanging out with you again.
Absolutely. We're going to run it around, talk about sports. Unfortunately, I mean, I know you'll do some shout outs like Little League and that, but unfortunately, we're at a time right now, right smack dab in July, where really, except for the Little League, the Cal Ripken and the Junior Babe Ruth stuff, nothing is going on.
Yeah,
I mean, it's very little is going on in the area. So it's like trying to get guests to come on when they have nothing to talk about. It's a little bit rough right now in July, but hey, we're troopers, aren't we?
That's right. Coaches are taking vacation and
Well, that's what I had. I thought I was going to have somebody tonight, but I guess he didn't know for sure. So I'm not going to bust on him or say his name. He didn't know for sure, but yeah, his family, they went on vacation. So that did that. And trying to get somebody last minute is really hard. Really hard.
Very true.
So, hey, we're going to kick it around. I'm going to start with something I think you wouldn't expect of me, Kenny.
Oh, really? What's that?
World Cup soccer.
Oh, okay.
Kenny, I've been like addicted this time. I mean, before, I will be totally honest, I hardly ever watched a World Cup game. Because we're no good.
Right.
I know that pisses people off. I'm going to get to that, but I've been watching it this year, and my God, I didn't know soccer could be that exciting. Like yesterday, we had a game. It was the round of 16. Argentina is down 2-0 to Egypt, and they scored 3 goals with 10 minutes left.
Wow.
And win it. And then the next game after that, Switzerland and Colombia. Great game, action, but it ended no score in regulation and extra time. And Switzerland ended up winning on penalty kicks 4-3. It's been fascinating.
Yeah, and to watch. I was going to say, that's been a nightly thing with all these close games and stuff. A lot of last-second wins. And
tonight's the first night since it started that there's been, in these 2 weeks, there's no games. There is tomorrow. But we're down to the final 8. France, Morocco, Belgium and Spain, England and Norway, and Argentina, the defending champs, and Switzerland.
Mm.
And hey, Justin, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Justin.
Thank you for the thumbs up, Ed Stewart, one of our favorite people.
Oh, yes.
So the soccer, I'm blown away by this talent. And these guys like these that you hear about but don't see. This Kylian Mbappe from France, Lionel Messi from Argentina, Harry Kane, England, and this Erling Haaland from Norway. You know, the guy is this gigantic, huge 6 foot something dude. Looks like a Viking. Figures from Norway. Looks like a Viking from like he could play Thor, you know?
Uh-huh.
He's got 7 goals in this World Cup.
Jeez.
And I don't know. I got into it. I'm almost embarrassed to say it. But yeah, I'm into it. And the other day, as you know, United States got crushed by Belgium 4-1. And it was more hype for us. I was on Jed's show yesterday. And I don't know. I don't want to, I love my country.
Mm-hmm.
But and I said it on Jed's show, we're never going to be a world power in soccer. This was supposed to be, and you had to hear of it, Kenny, on the show, Sports Center and all the write-ups. This was supposed to be the best team the United States ever had.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing. We got to the knockout round, went against a European team, a good European team, but not even the best European teams like France, Spain, and England, and got crushed. I don't know if you saw any of the game at all. It wasn't even close. Our only goal came on a free kick, a penalty kick.
Jeez.
They owned us, Belgium. And, we've gotten to the quarterfinals once. I think they said 2012. If this was our best team, and it was supposed to be, we're never going to be a power in soccer, because in Europe and South America, that's their number one sport.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the kids grow up playing. We are a nation of football, baseball, basketball.
Right.
Even hockey, that I love, has a good amount of fans, but it still takes the back seat to those three.
Mm-hmm.
And since we didn't grow up with it being our national sport, it would be like these Europeans all of a sudden wanting to play us in American football.
Yeah.
We kill them every year. And that's our problem of trying to be a national power. What are your thoughts?
I think you're pretty spot on with that. It's like you said about the different countries. That is all that they live for. Like us, we'll be like, America lost. Okay, what's going on in baseball? We'll watch baseball. Or, what's going on with the NBA. There's other stuff that we focus on where these other countries, this is what they live for. And the talent overseas, and they play so much soccer that there's just no way we're going to catch them. Unless, I don't even know how that would be possible to do that.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, these guys are great athletes. They really are. I mean, some of these guys are so good, it makes you go, Wow. Wow.
Mhm.
But you know what though? We got caught up in it being hosted in America. Do you know it's been like 30 million people watching?
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is. That is.
And I'm sure it's overseas too that are watching it because, you know, they're passionate about it. And there's some that are actually good enough to win this thing.
Hmm.
Me, I'm taking France.
I can see that.
I've watched. I'm serious. I've watched almost every game of this World Cup. I know. It's hard for me to believe too, but I've watched every game of this World Cup, and France is the best team. You just
That has Mbappe, right? That's France.
yes,
Okay.
Mbappe and Dembele and Barcola and Elise. Yeah, they're not going to be beat. I mean, unless Argentina could do it. They're the defending champs.
And this is Messi's last year. Is that in
We
World
don't
Cup?
know. He hasn't said, but I'll tell you what. I think it is because they had the comeback. And this is a guy that I've watched that is like, you know, like most great players are. They're pretty cool. You know,
Hmm.
win or lose, they got the same kind of face on. But he got really emotional when they came back and was crying.
Wow.
And that's unlike him. So I think he's still going to play in the MLS and that. But I think this is going to be it for him as a World Cup team.
Mhm.
You know, playing in the World Cup.
Right. Right.
He's amazingly good. I mean, it's sick how good he is. You know, he's got, I think it's 22 World Cup goals now, the most ever.
Man.
He has 8 this year. He's leading everybody. But yeah, I think they could win. I think Argentina, of course, they're the defending champs.
Hmm.
And I don't know, this Norway team's crazy. That's who I'm rooting for.
So all the underdogs that are left, what team has the best shot of maybe pulling the upset?
The underdogs, there really isn't many underdog teams. I'd say the real underdog team to get in is Switzerland.
Mm.
And I don't know if they can beat Argentina. Second would be Norway. Norway beat the mighty Brazil.
Mm.
They won more
Wow.
World Cups than anybody. Brazil and Norway beat them.
Hmm.
That's who I'm rooting for. These guys have so much fun. They're fans, you know.
Hmm.
I'm sure it's because of there's some heavy drinking going on, but they do this thing after the game, and sometimes during, not the players but the fans. But then after the game, the players jump in. You know, their Viking heritage.
Uh-huh.
They'll have one of the players bang a drum, and the fans, like the rowing, grab a row and go, ugh. All of them together are rowing, and it's so freaking cool. And they bang the drum and they row. And it's like, that's a good celebration, man.
It is.
But yeah, I didn't think I would. I started watching because my wife, being from Italy,
Mhm.
you know, she doesn't get into much sports, but soccer's one of them. I thought, you know, she might like to watch it. So, but I got hooked this year.
Well, I know it's really took America by storm. If you had these different media outlets, that would be their top stories going in. Normally, it's football or you know off-season NBA acquisitions and this and that. But they've been World Cup's been the top of the list.
Yeah, and um, that it's even taken the air out of the one time people notice tennis is Wimbledon, and
Mm,
it's going on, and it's not getting the same attention as it usually does here in the summer because it's like usually at this point in July here, early July, it's the big sports news,
mm-hmm,
and it gets its attention like it always does, but not, not as much.
mm-hmm.
The World Cup's even taken Wimbledon away
Wow.
from the main headlines. Even though Wimbledon is great because of the Arthur Ferry. Have you heard about Arthur Ferry?
No.
You talk about underdogs. This is one of the coolest sports stories I've ever seen. Arthur Ferry is ranked 114th in the world, and he was a qualifier, which means he had to play just to even get into the tournament.
Oh wow.
He wasn't automatically put in because he's not in the I forget, it's like top 80 or something like that.
Mm.
So he came in as a wild card, unseeded. Yesterday, he won and is in the semifinals of Wimbledon.
Wow.
And Britain is going nuts.
Yeah.
But here's the even greater part of the story, I think. So he's in the semis of Wimbledon. And he lives, his family, in Wimbledon, the town.
Oh wow.
So the stadium is right down from his house. So he can go home at night and sleep in his own bed.
That's crazy. That's awesome though.
But yeah, 114th in the world and a qualifier, and he had to get in. And he's in the semis. It's the best by an unseeded, I can't remember the year, an unseeded player since Goran Ivanisevic. I read this. Ivanisevic was unseeded, a qualifier, and won the thing.
Mm.
Now I remember Goran; he had a big serve, and
Mm-hmm.
but so that's a cool story, and
It is.
it's kind of buried because of the World Cup. And I think it's pretty neat. Unseeded, a qualifier, and his home is in Wimbledon.
Mm.
He's been going to watch Wimbledon since he's been a kid. Now he's playing in center court.
Wow.
So what about you? What sports news has caught your eye?
Well, I'm kind of been hooked on finding out if we're going to get LeBron now that we got Giannis for the Miami Heat. That's been kind of I've been trying to keep an eye on that. The whole LeBron thing has got. I know he's 40 some years old, and there's he's still a good player. It's just to see where he's going to go is kind of fun to watch because you hear different days. Golden State, 76ers, you know.
Now, here's a question you're probably going to think I'm weird.
Hmm.
Do you want him?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
See, I think there's a reason the Lakers got rid of him. And LeBron could play it up as he wanted, saying he decided to leave. The Lakers didn't want him back.
yeah.
They didn't, or they wouldn't have given Austin Reeves that kind of money.
Hmm.
LeBron now is still, I mean, it's amazing what he could do at his age,
Mhm.
but he's a pain in the ass. And I'm not talking about dramatics on the court, it's off the court.
Yeah.
He's got to have things his way. Be honest.
Uh-huh.
Do you really think the Lakers wanted to draft Bronny James?
Oh no, he forces their hand on that one. Definitely.
The Lakers had to get rid of people because he didn't want them.
Mhm.
And if he said all of a sudden, yeah, I think I'd like to play with Durant and the Rockets, I would pray to God that Houston would say no.
Mm.
No. Because you're going to have to give a boatload of money to a guy, no matter how amazing he's been, has only got a couple years left.
Yeah.
The body can only do so much.
Mhm.
And I know that would be cool, Giannis and him, but, who would get the ball?
Oh.
Would they argue about getting the ball? Because you remember with the Lakers, there was a problem for a while between Kobe and Shaq.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. That caused Shaq to get traded, right?
Yeah. Shaq wanted the ball, but hey, there's the Black Mamba.
Mm-hmm.
And Kobe was a freaking amazing basketball player. Not that Shaq wasn't good, but Shaq was basically I'm in on the basket kind of guy.
Yeah.
He couldn't shoot fouls. He didn't have a perimeter jumper. Kobe was a stud.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I don't care how many points LeBron gets or whatever. I think Kobe is the only one seriously that was close to Jordan.
Oh, I agree.
But so, since you brought that up, let's get to free agency. What do you think of Jaylen Brown going to the Sixers? And were the Celtics crazy for getting rid of him?
Well, and who they got in return for Jaylen Brown? Paul George. He hadn't doing nothing his last two trips, his last two teams.
Yeah, I know. And the thing is, you can't tell me. I think there was problems. Who was? Oh my God, the other stud in Boston, Tatum.
Yeah, Jason Tatum.
I think him and Tatum didn't get along.
Mm-hmm.
Just my gut feeling. But yeah, if you're going to trade Jaylen Brown, get something for him. The 76ers are smiling from ear to ear with him and Joel Embiid together if they can get Embiid out of the MASH unit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the guy gets hurt walking across the street.
Well, and you play them 15 times a year, and they're the team that knocks you out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a reward for that, or what? It's like, what are you guys thinking? I know they wanted Giannis, and I know they were trading for trading's sake. They were flustered. They thought they had Giannis, and at the last second, I guess the package they wanted to give wasn't up to the Buck standard. So,
well, that was a stupid deal, and it's going to be funny when he goes to Boston and when Boston comes there.
Mm-hmm.
I know the 76ers are feeling pretty frisky. I read today in The Athletic where I don't know if it was the general manager or the coach, I wish I could remember, sent a message to LeBron saying, if you want to win a championship, you need to come to Philadelphia.
Mm.
Stupid. Look, for his greatness, the King James and all that thing, do you know he only won one title in LA?
Yeah, and that was in the bubble.
That was in the bubble. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The other times he didn't win a title until he got with Dwayne Wade and Bosh in Miami.
Yeah.
And then Cleveland. Who did he have with him in Cleveland? I don't remember.
I don't think he had anybody. Was that? Yeah, he had Kyrie Irving.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Michael, okay, he had Pippen,
I
guess. Bill Cartwright.
Tony Kukoc.
Who are these guys? Jordan put him on the team on his back and said, "Follow me." I'm going to hit. Yeah, I'm going to hit every last second jumper you can think of. Michael, that's what separated them. Michael won titles and said, "Get on my back."
Yeah.
LeBron needed other superstars around him.
Yeah.
Michael needed bodies that could play half decent basketball. They didn't have to be all stars. Even Pippen, for as decent as he was, yeah, well. Hey, Tyler, thank you for coming on. And yes, you had it right. Help us old guys out. Irving and Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't want them. That's my own personal opinion. But
Well, and from for the Heat, they've been wandering in the 9-10, wasteland postseason wise for the last couple years of play-in. So, well, I think that anything's going to be better than what we've had the last couple years. And then LeBron does know how to win. So does Giannis. So does Bam Adebayo. And I just think that would just solidify. Yeah, King James would have to be the third option on the offense.
And he won't be a third option. You know that. Michael Jordan is the king. You are absolutely right, Tyler. And I'm not a Bulls fan. I just admit it when. I don't know. He's kind of got lost in the shuffle. It's hard to define all-time greats because each era is different.
Right.
Because I think you got to put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar up there.
Bill Russell.
Wilt.
Yeah.
But the man, when we talk about this, who is the best player or could be the best player? People, it's not that they forget, but it's like, where is Larry Bird on this list? Larry Bird, honestly, and it's not racist because I've heard players say this, former players. Black guys would go, I didn't know a white boy could play like that. I mean, and I don't know if you saw any videos or anything where Bird would trash talk and tell him what he was going to do. I'm going to dribble left, then cut back to the right, and I'm going to put a jumper in. And he would do it.
Well, look at him with the 3-point line. He goes, which one of you guys are, he went into the locker room and said, which one of you guys are coming in second? He didn't even take his jacket off, his warm-up jacket when he, at the All-Star game for the 3-point contest.
I got to say something. I'm going to give a warning if there's any young people, because I'm going to swear. We got something from Tyler. I agree, Tyler. Bird should be in the same conversation with Jordan. So, Cedric Maxwell. Remember Cedric Maxwell?
Yeah.
For the Celtics? Larry Bird came in as a rookie. And in practice, Cedric Maxwell's looking at him. And he goes, well, what is so special about this guy? He's white. He's not athletic at all. I'm going to go practice with him and show him what's what. He said, after we were done to practice, he went over to some of his teammates who were black, and he said, "I'll tell you who that guy is," because he was saying like, "Who is this guy that we drafted?" He said, "I'll tell you who he is. That motherfucking white boy can play basketball." I guess he took Cedric Maxwell to town.
Oh.
Yeah, and Bird did it, I think, for fun. Because, I mean, you know, he would say stuff that today, you know, people would
freak out about.
Yeah, I don't want to put labels like far left or liberal or whatever. They'd freak out. And the black guys that he would say it to knew it was, they didn't get mad about it. They laughed. Because they knew it was fun. It was his way of getting in their head. And everybody is too sensitive today, but Bird would not survive in today's basketball. Because as far as the game is today, everybody's like super sensitive about name calling. He would be fined left and right. Because he said some nasty things. Nasty things. This one isn't too bad. One of my favorites is I think it was Magic. Said, I forget who they put on him. Yeah, absolutely, Tyler. It would be taboo now. But I think it was, I think it was the Lakers, and they, I don't know who was coaching at the time, but put a white guy on him.
Oh yeah, I heard this one.
Bird got mad about it.
He felt disrespected, yeah.
Started making shots and then went by the Lakers bench and said, "How could you disrespect me like this? You better put a black guy on me." Awesome. It was just a guy that I read his biography a long time ago. He wrote it, I think, in the 90s, called Drive. And it was just his work ethic. That's what made him. He wasn't athletic. He couldn't jump. He wasn't fast. But my God, he made everything almost he shot.
Yeah.
Because he would do nothing but practice and practice and practice and practice, just like Kobe would. I read Kobe would shoot, his personal trainer said Kobe would shoot 1,000 shots even after practice before he'd leave. He had to make 1,000. I want to know who's counting.
Yeah.
Yeah. He owned them. He owned them. The one guy that didn't like him, and you'll remember the name, that Bird really got under his skin, and he tried to hit Bird. He hated him, was Bill Laimbeer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Talk about one of the biggest thugs ever to play.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to say. That was Laimbeer. He was the dirtiest player in the game. And the funny part is he went to a Notre Dame, a Christian school, and he's the biggest thug in NBA history. So, baseball, trade deadline's coming. Do you think your Yankees are in play for anything?
I think, if anything, they're going to probably get rid of some people the way they've been playing. as of late.
Yeah, but they're always in play. They'll spend money. They're like not as bad, but they're like the Dodgers. They'll spend. The Dodgers sicken me. I mean, yeah, we want this guy. We'll give him $100 million so you can't compete. We don't care if we're over some luxury tax.
Well, they just went 1-1 in the last 2 games, and in both games they struck out each 17 times each in both games. That hasn't been done forever. Well, for the Yankees, that was something that never happened in their history.
Well, yeah, my team, Yankees are still there. I mean, they're in a tough division, but my team, I think, is one of the biggest surprises in baseball. If anybody told me that we're close to the deadline and we'd be 2 games over 500, I'd laugh in your face. But we have the number 2 offense in the NFL, in Major League Baseball, behind the Dodgers. The starting pitching has been decent. The defense has been decent. But we lead the league in blown saves with 26. To show you how bad that is, we're not even halfway through yet, and the record is 48.
Wow.
We could crush that. Against the Phillies, in the 4-game series a couple weeks ago, if you remember, we had 3 leads in the 9th inning and lost every game. That is the one thing yeah, I agree. Only because I want us to spend like the Dodgers. No, that's not good. LA's a big market. That's why we need a cap. And now the owners finally see it. They want a cap. But the good thing is, too, instead of these like small market teams who really all they care about is that they make money and they'll put the cheapest product out on the field, the cap is also for them, too. There would be a threshold that the smaller market teams would have to spend.
That would be good. That's something they need. No more of this Pittsburgh Pirate crap that they pull every year.
And they would have to spend that. I think they said something like $150 million or something like that. Because right now, put it in perspective, the Nationals, my team, is $98 million. That's it. Sounds like a lot. It isn't in baseball. You know that.
No.
It's one of the lowest. It's one of the lowest in the game. And which is ridiculous because we're in a major market and the learners are fantastically rich. They are. So I don't get it. But I like that idea. But this is probably the reason, and I hate to say it, we're not enjoy it now. We're not going to have baseball next year.
Really? You think it's going to take that whole year to...
The CBA ends, the collective bargaining agreement ends in December, the old one. The baseball players, it's a standoff. The owners almost unanimously want a cap. The players are adamantly against it. And there's going to be another work stoppage in baseball.
Wow.
Which is stupid, but they are. These athletes and owners can do stupid things because if you remember, Kenny, we're were definitely old enough. In '94, when baseball struck, it took a long time for them to recover.
Yeah, it took Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa to and Cal Ripken to rescue everyone.
Yeah. But it took like almost 10 years before baseball turned around.
And it dropped from being the America's pastime. Football overtook it at that time.
Football, they'll never get it back.
Yeah.
You got, as crazy as it sounds, the NFL has positioned itself so well. You got more people watching the NFL draft than the World Series. The draft. I don't know. I'll be disappointed because it took me a while to get back into baseball. But we'll see. What about you, man? Anything else on your mind in the sports world?
I tell you what, it's been so crazy around my house. I haven't really had time to check about the other sports stuff. I haven't even followed I follow baseball a little bit, but everything else has been, what I hear off of morning shows and stuff, and haven't had a chance to really get into it right now. But hopefully here next week I'll be able to sit back and relax. Up until this week, I've been covering the Little League, baseball and softball, and that's kept me busy.
All right, before we get into that baseball and softball, I got a high school question to get your opinion on. I have mine, obviously.
Okay.
What do you think of this BS of the PIAA? Because we have so many classes now, 6 in football and basketball and that. That the playoffs are so long now that football is going to start, I believe, August 19th.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. I mean, you're rushing these things. The kids don't have a summer, because it's just too early. I mean, you figure June for a lot of teams, they're playing playoff baseball and stuff. Some of the athletes are playing there, and then you turn around and start your 7-on-7s and stuff, in mid-July. And then by the time you get heat acclimation and everything, their whole summer is gone. I mean, this is getting to be more of a business than it is, for the kids. But that's, how I feel. They should reduce it and cut it. I'll tell you what, if they really wanted to fix things, I wouldn't worry about moving it up. I would separate the schools, private and public. That would settle it right there. Start at regular time and have them run their seasons, and I don't know.
But the one thing I talked about with Jed, and he agreed with me on this, I want to see what you think. I think 6 is too many classes.
Yes.
They should have kept it at 4.
Agreed.
And because now we got, look what these classes have done, right? You have in this, I'll use District 6 for example, 2 teams in 6A, 3 teams in 5A. 4A has 3 teams.
3,
right?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that's not even a district, really. Back to 4 classes. Single, double, triple, quad. That's it.
Yeah.
In every sport except wrestling. Wrestling, cross country, they only have 2 classes. No, 3 classes cross country. 2 in wrestling. But these like basketball and baseball, softball, football go back to 4 classes.
Yes. That's a good one too. I never thought of that. It's simple and it's right because they win. Sometimes some teams just go automatically from the regular season into the championship game.
Yep.
You know, and
that's what I say. I think in football is one of those sports where I think it should be separated. Some sports I don't, but football, yes, go back to 4 classes and make a public and private state championship. Everything's good. But the PIAA, more classes, more playoff games, more money.
Yep.
It's the greed gland. It's not for the kids. Don't buy that. Yeah, a lot of kids will. A lot of kids will quit. You'll see there's going to be kids quitting because they don't want to go through it. I wouldn't. I would, but it would piss me off that I didn't get to have a summer.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember Quad A. So, tell me about Little League. What's going on, Little League, Cal Ripken?
Oh, well, we had a lot of positive showing, and I'll be putting that in the shout-outs. But the locals, we got a lot of local teams that made it to the regional action, and that was great to see. One of the teams that I followed was the Nittany Valley 12U softball team. They lost their first game against State College and got put into the losers bracket. Battled their way back through and faced State College in a playoff game that if the State College would win, they'd capture the championship, and if Nittany Valley won, they'd force a game, final championship game. And Nittany Valley did force a last game, and not only that, but they ended up capturing the District 5 championship. So quite a great comeback story there for the Nittany Valley 12U's softball.
Cool.
So,
all right, speaking of that, it's time for Kenny's shout-out. So we'll see if Barry can come on or if he's being temperamental. He can come on.
Hey there, baby. Welcome to Kenny's shout-outs on the Press Box. I'm so glad you could join me tonight. Just sit back, relax, and let that sweet, sweet vibe wash all over you. We've got a lot of love to share.
All right, Kenny, go for it.
Off we go. As I previously talked about, a shout out to the Nittany Valley 12U Little League softball team. They defeated State College in a winner-take-all contest to advance to the regional competition. In regionals, they won their first 2 games, but then fell short the next 2. But it was quite a run. So we'll be seeing a lot of those girls from that team probably in the next couple of years be on the Bellefonte varsity. So good. It was a good run. Congratulations to State College 10U baseball team as they moved into regional action, taking care of their District 5 opponents. Great job. Congratulations to the Mifflin County 11-year-old All-Star baseball team as they finished 4-2 overall this season, and they also made a trip to regionals. Congratulations to Mifflin County Nines, as they also finished their season in regional action with a record of 6-2. Congratulations, sound like a broken record here, to the MC12Us, as they finished with a record of 4-4 throughout the district in regional action. Congratulations to MC10s, as they finished with a record of 5-2 in postseason action. Also regional. And last but not least, congratulations to the State College 12U baseball team, as they captured the District 5 championship and will be heading to regionals. So a lot of great teams this season, but all of them, their season had ended. So now we're looking down the road to Junior Babe Ruth and Teener League baseball. So
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Mm.
So I put my wrist in the car door and
I had a comment up here. Hold on.
the script.
We'll try to find it
Without an amazing 16
because it just disappeared.
without thinking about it, I would like to be a better
So,
for him.
uh, anything coming up on your schedule? Ken?
Yes. This is we're having our on Sunday at Kish Park. We are having a Burnham Bulldogs alumni picnic. It'll be a combination of end of year from last year, beginning of the year banquet, and we're also celebrating the 20th anniversary, and we're inviting anybody that ever played for the Bulldogs special needs team to please come out, enjoy some good food, reminisce, and just celebrate the 20 years that we've had with this team. So that's going to happen again on Sunday, Kish Park, at the pavilion by the softball fields.
Nice.
So
Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
hoping to. We got a TV. We'll be playing old Super Bowl games. We have old jerseys, old pictures. Just gonna do it all up for these guys and these players, and just celebrate what they've done and what they've meant to the local sports area.
That's good. They deserve the recognition, and
Mhm.
I'm sure that'll be fun with the old and the new there, and I'm sure it'll be fun for you too.
Oh, most definitely, especially with food being there.
Yeah, you gotta love the food.
It's homemade food, so no, but seriously, yeah, it's gonna be like the pinnacle of everything. Seeing some players, and they were part of your family for so many years, and just want to catch up and see how they're doing, and hopefully there'll be a lot that attend, and we could have some fun, living some memories.
Awesome. Sounds good. What about on the hometown sports scene front? Anything going on?
Nothing until I believe the 27th of July. There's going to be a tournament in Belleville. It's a 9 through 11 All Stars for the Little League. Like I said, that'll be in Belleville. So I have a little bit of time to catch up on getting stuff done around the house and get to be a house husband here for a little bit.
Cool. Cool. I turned into a news guy, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. You sounded like it was bad, depressing. I miss sports. I mean, thank God I got this, but
hmm
you know, me, my, if anybody, that's right, go Bulldogs.
Mm.
If anybody's interested in what I'm doing, I went back to the Sentinel. This is our, it's like we divorce, remarry,
Mm.
divorce, remarry. So now we're back remarried on the honeymoon stage again.
That's awesome. Nice.
But I've been doing a bunch of news, and I did the one story today on the big boy train that came in. Did you go see it? No, you're a Pleasant gal.
No, yeah. Well, I had my clients today, but oh my gosh, to get to the shuttle service and everything.
I heard the town was packed.
Woo! Yeah, it was. It was crazy.
But I did a great story. I mean, I know you're up there and don't get to see it much. A Jane Irwin that grew up in Granville lives in Kansas and came back when she saw on Facebook that the train was coming. Flew from Kansas to Mifflin County just to see the train.
Dang. What is so special about it? You know, I just started hearing about it, and I didn't realize what is the excitement, or what is the thrill of that being there.
It's big.
Is it?
It's a giant. It's like it's over 132 feet.
Wow.
The train, yeah.
Okay.
And I forget how much it weighs, but it was it ran over 1 million miles when it was running. It was decommissioned, and it was bought in from a museum in 2019 and completely restored. So now it makes these tours. Doesn't carry freight anymore. It just makes these tours for people who want to see it. And there is more than I thought. There's a lot of train aficionados out there.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And it came in, but I thought that story was great. And I tied that into the train because her dad used to take her to the trains
to
watch them as a little girl, and he died in 2019. So it was kind of a tearjerker, you know. She's there for her dad, you know.
Yeah.
Who love to watch the trains come in. So yeah, it was fun to write. Now I got one coming tomorrow about you know, the big talk of no data centers.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Well, Kevin Kodish and Noah Wise, two of the three Mifflin County commissioners, were at a no data center group, they're called, giving a presentation speech like against it. So I wrote about that, and the Standard Steel got in it. They sent information to the commissioners, and they're not for this either. So basically wrote about that. So exciting stuff, huh?
I'll say I haven't seen many positive things about these AI centers.
No, I think it's good. They take so much energy, so much power, so much water, because you got to keep the computers cool. And these AIs have millions and millions of people on them every day. I don't mind experimenting with AI. I don't. But I know it's not a sports topic, but I think the problem that we're having right now is we're letting it do the thinking for us. And I don't like that.
I want to write the story.
No.
You got to have your own mind. You got to use your own. You want to play with AI, fine, but use your own brain in the end.
Mhm.
Don't rely on that.
Sports. Anything else? Like what?
But
I don't know. What are you suggesting?
enough of that because it isn't
It's a
sports.
good kid already.
Well, in a way, it is because a lot of sports writers now are going AI with their stories.
Oh my God, we could talk about that for another
Mhm.
hour.
Yeah.
I'm okay with using AI to research
hmm
and maybe outline if you're an outliner what you're going to write. But no, you don't let it write for you.
Right.
You don't, because there's a lot of stuff out there. I know you've heard that called AI slop,
hmm
where the AI has certain tendencies to write things in a certain way, and yeah, no. Use it for research. That's cool. I've done it before for research. Like,
Yeah.
hey, like I did one story where I said, has there been any press releases, media releases sent out by the Lewistown Police Department lately? And they showed me the ones that were.
Nice.
So research is good. Like if you have the story, let it do an outline for you, but then you're the one that should write the story, not AI. But many sports writers, well, many writers are just hitting AI and like, write this for me.
hmm
Our most human moments should be
And then putting
Not
their
good.
names.
Yep,
The
not
thing that
good.
bothers me is they'll put their names to it, and it's not their work.
I don't know. Seriously, we need to find him.
I just think, I think you need to be,
So somebody had to see him.
at least the creative part
Yeah, I know you don't
should
know,
be
but
you.
somebody lived.
Mhm.
What? No, I'm not gonna calm down. No,
So that's what I think. But we could talk about that some other time.
Yeah.
Well, Kenny, the hour flew by.
It sure did.
Sorry.
Thanks to everybody who stayed on and listened to us the whole way through. We appreciate it. We'll be back next
Always.
week. We will always try to get a guest, I promise. But that's going to wrap it up for this week. Thank you, everybody. You've been listening to the Press Box. I am Brian Carson, my co-host Kenny Varner. Thank you. Have a great rest of your week. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Doctor, you asked us to use Chiron as baseline.
Yeah, it's good control. Well, we did, and we ran it.
My stream, we don't want to end, Kenny.
I guess not. They want us to keep going.
Yeah.
Is this what it like an encore would be?
Yeah. I think we're ready. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. See ya.
You've been listening to The Press Box with Brian Carson and Kenny Varner. Tune in next week for another episode of The Press Box.